Hey everybody, Rivers here, and today I'm going to do a Yukon 2025 recap. I made some notes here, so I'll be looking at those. Don't mind me. Um, it was a great con, but I'm going to start with Friday morning. Started with Brutal Races D&D 5e game, and essentially what you're doing is you're playing as the monsters. You're going against the humans, elves, and dwarves, or mankind, or whatever you want to call it. And that was with Matinee Adventures, and Paul was DMing that, and it was a great game. We had, I think there was 3 of us in that game, or 4 of us from our group, and then there was a couple others, and it made for a good game. It really did. And I mean, I play 5e, or playing DM 5e, but yeah, the DM was good, very good, and Matinee Adventures always does a good game, so that's why I signed up with them. And I wanted to try playing it from the bad guy's perspective, I guess you could say it, but I wanted to do that. And in the afternoon game, I played my first game of Call of Cthulhu. I played Pulp Cthulhu last year at the con, and I would definitely like to try Call of Cthulhu again. And Friday night was the Alien RPG, the original Alien RPG, not the new one. I forget what it's called. That one's nobody had that offered yet, but it's a very interesting game. And we actually had 2 survivors from the encounter with the xenomorphs, and that was another great game by the Matinee Adventures, or I'm sorry, Adventures Matinee, and it was with Vic, who was GMing that, and we had, I think, 3 or 4 of us in that game too from our group, and they all liked that. I played with Matinee Adventures. Sorry, it's Matinee Adventures. I had to check because I wrote it down wrong apparently, but it's Matinee Adventures is the name of the gaming group, and they're a good group, and we try to get in their games as much as we can. Saturday morning, I played my first Daggerheart game, and that was a cool game. It was definitely different from what I'm used to, but I'm not sure I like the cards involved in the game, and I'm not sure I like the no initiative. But I do like the duality dice, the D12s. I thought that was a cool take on how to roll. So I could see that as a good one shot, but I'm not sure it could make a good game for a long-term campaign. So the hosting group was Ann Arbor Iron Gods, but I didn't catch the GM's name, so I'm sorry for that. But it was a good game. The GM was good. Like I said, I enjoyed the game, but I'm not sure it would work for campaign style, which is mainly what I play. But if I had a one shot that we were going to play and somebody wanted to do Daggerheart, I would definitely say yeah to that. So I thought it was cool. So it's definitely a cool take on role playing game. But like I said, it takes a different type of person to play that, and different type of person to GM it. So you got to be forthgoing on that one. You can't be shy. The no initiative, yeah, the shy guy is never going to get to go. So, and Saturday night was a game of 5.5, the new rules, and it was the first time I played that, and with the new rule set, and it was okay. I mean, it played okay. I mean, the game was good. I enjoyed the game. I really did. And I didn't notice a lot of changes. I played a bard, and it had some interesting spells that I could use. And this was run by Greg Fleming, and he ran a great story-based game. By the end of the game, you really wanted to kill the evil guy, or the bad guy. Not necessarily evil, but he was one of those characters or NPCs you really wanted to kill by the end of it. So he did a good job with that. And I enjoyed the game. I didn't notice a whole lot of differences. The fighter in our group, I think, had more changes. He really liked that. I forget what they're called, but the abilities to do with the weapons, weapon mastery, I think it is. But he enjoyed that, and I think I made some good changes. I'm not going to switch to it though, because it took us 10 years to switch to 5E. It's going to probably take me 10 years to go to 5.5. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to switch. I'm too old to learn new tricks sometimes. But Sunday morning was our last game, and we all 6 of us got in the pirate board game with Suffety Games, with Lita Ann as our GM. And this game, we had a blast with it. It was fun. She was kind of loosey-goosey with the rules, and that was fine with us. And we really liked this game, so it was good. I think I skipped a game here. I did Saturday morning. I'm sorry, I skipped the Saturday afternoon game. Yeah, the afternoon game was Rules Light D&D with David Perrin, and I really liked his style and how he DM'd. I DM a lot similar to him, and it was another great game at the con. So if you get a chance to sit at a game with him, I would take it. I know he does something other than D&D. I can't remember what it was though, but I'm sorry, I had to backtrack there because I realized I missed something. But the D&D game with him was cool. Like I said, it was rules light, so you know, fly by the seat of your pants, and I really enjoyed that because that's kind of how I DM too. So it was nice. But get back to the pirate board game. That was a totally different game than what we were used to. It was really fun though. I mean, we really enjoyed it, and Lita did a great job with it, and I definitely think we're gonna try and play that again. My son has the book, and he wants to try and GM it sometime, so I think we'll probably do that one of these days. If somebody can't make it and we want to scrap the idea of the game for the night and do a one-shot. So, but this is also where I learned about Mothership, and that's a game I'm going to want to try next year because I heard about that there in their group, and they seem to have a good group too. All in all, it was a great con, and as it usually is. But I also wanted to mention Mike Whiteman from Amorphous Blob Games. Some of our group got into a game of his, which was a Star Wars game. Can't think of which edition or which game, but it was a Star Wars game, and they really enjoyed it. And we've gamed with him in the years past and at Origins, and he's a great GM. So, and the whole Amorphous Blob Games group is great. So if you get a chance to check out a game with them, do it. And I think that's about it. You know, that wraps it up for me for the Yukon recap. And I like the con. They had 901 attendees this year. So if you're in the Michigan area, you might want to check it out. It's a great con, and got some great games there for RPGs. So with that said, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good game.